Regeneration volume set to 100.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Changes hands and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. They'll try the left side. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move, it's Maddox. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wilson to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this offense comes up 1st down, tries to run the football, no answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Slithers into space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Trying the left side.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Irish!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give. Plows through the defense. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense had the absolute perfect play against that naked bootleg that time, bringing the corner blitz. He got back so quickly, was right in the QB's face, and he barely had enough time to even get his head around after the fake. Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator.
They booted away on 4th down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The handoff to Johnson. Makes a man miss. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wilson will throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Here come the Irish back on offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll give it to Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Pass completion moves the sticks in. They try it again. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. And those 2 couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll try the run. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. To the ground with the back. Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Trying to ball his way in. They'll mark him down in the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out, and the returner will be brought down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Holds it in on the left. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Wilson to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense. They're really not
turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Wilson will throw. Here comes the Heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the Yellow Jackets need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Got the tight end outside. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to the ground game on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down.
29 Pips.
To the air on 1st down. Now adjusting. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Back to pass. Looking deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Wilson to pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee in this. Start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Yellow Jackets need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Wilson will throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fair catch called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The handoff to Johnson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Back to pass on second down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the deep.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle. It's Phillips. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab down the left side. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's King. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Might as well stick with him. Breaks into the open. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Run in the red zone, it's Johnson. Lowers those pads. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's going to try to return this one.
Returner is Central Dale, 17. And Yellow Jackets.
The Ramblin'. Offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Dropping back, it's King. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Trying play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where...
Turning it on! Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Breaks away on the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Kane. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being...
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.